are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are day 53 of 365 days of guitar practice. And if you are brand new, I'm Jay Wills, old dude getting back into guitar, learning how to play guitar for 22 years. And for all of you new subscribers, thank you so much for banging on that button. Also, and all of you returning subscribers, thank you so much. Ooh, man, what a day. No practice today, so no morning session, nothing at noon. Ugh, not warmed up. Got up at 4:30, got to go into a 2-hour drive to do some contractor certification stuff. But we're here now, and we're gonna turn some shit on and jam a little bit. Oh, damn. We're rebranding Wednesdays. It's Whammy Bar Wednesdays. Ooh, that's like super loud. My bad. So, full disclosure though, I have officially 30 minutes of Whammy Bar practice last night to prep for today. So this is going to be a fun little interesting episode tonight because I've never fiddled with a whammy bar. I know, I've had the PV Predator for a long time. I remember when I first got it, I screwed it in, strummed, wow, wow. I'm like, yep, can't do that. Unscrewed it, threw it in the practice bag, and it stayed there for 25 years. So we'll play around with that tonight because that's the only thing that has a whammy bar on it. The only other guitar that has a whammy bar is Miss Jackson. So some of you are brand new, a little guitar porn for the night. Little Jackson 7-string. So we're going to be playing with this a lot. I practiced 30 minutes. I have one itty bitty little lick that kind of sounds cool-ish. So, and then we're just going to fuck around for the rest of the time because I honestly have never played with whammy bars. So this will be an interesting little fun time. However, first things first, I was just racing home. It's crazy when you get into a routine, when you're practicing every day. Let's see, who can I steal a Strat from? Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna have to do this. And then you have to, life happens. I had to get this certification to be all EPA certified for here in California for what I do. Then I was up at 4:30, 2-hour drive into San Francisco. What a pain in the ass. But yeah, we're here, home. We're gonna fucking jam around a little bit. And if you're brand new, you're like, who is this crazy guy? Yeah. I'm a, old dude, midlife. I'm like 49. I'm like that old. But we're doing this every single day for 365 years. So for all of you who are brand new, welcome. And thank you for letting me torture your eardrums for the next year. So, because we're doing this every single day. It is good for the soul. But for right now, Jay Wills needs to get warmed up. My hands feel like, well, they're fine. They're not cold as shit like they were last night. However, let's, we'll go 50 watt just because I don't want to kill my neighbors, but that's probably going to go up a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. Strumming and then the warm up. It feels so good. That's not my normal warm-up, or my normal intro. This is my normal intro, but it's the hands are warmed up a little bit. This is what I've been working on. That's not just strumming. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Rock and roll. Wow. Man, that just gives you goosebumps. If you know, you know. If you're a guitar player and you haven't played all day, you've been playing all day. Look at that. Hairs on my arm are legitimately standing up. Ugh. Good shit. All right, so, for all of you new folks who are still listening and haven't clicked through, how this normally rolls, I do a little intro, warm up, whatever, and then if you're nice enough to leave a comment, I will hit comments on the very next day. So I'll acknowledge your comment, which I'm about to do right now. So, grab a little bit of glasses. Oh, I forgot my glasses for the course today. That sucked. I was like having to read this like EPA certification guides. Anyway, so, all right, let's see. Oh, wow, we're at 446. Thank you all. You're a bunch of amazing saints. You absolutely are. All right, so I got to go to the community because that's where all the comments are. At least they're supposed to be here. All right, so let's go down. Holy shit, lots of comments today. We'll get through them. Rock and roll. This is awesome. All right, so hold on. Let's see here. Well, hold on. Okay, hey, Roger Zinker, 1813. Welcome back, brother. Let's see what he's coming on. Day 52. I understand what you're doing, J-Man. I'm 64 and started playing guitar at 52. But hold on. Is there a read more? Okay, nope. But I did play bass in my teens and 20s. Ha, rock and roll, man. Yeah. You know what we do. You know why we're here. Hell yeah. At Roger Tinker 1813. I think the outro song was Metallica. Holy shit! Someone actually listened to the entire video. High five. That's fucking awesome. I kind of feel like I'm a solo, I'm in my own little realm there because I was like, well, you know, I doubt anyone's going to be watching this late in the game. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Art Esclips. Damn it. I'm going to get that. I think that's right. I was going to ask for the rack on the right side. There are lots of gears there. How's it pile up? What is the story about? Well, all right, folks, if you want to. So, I'll get Miss Jackson out of the way. Give you a quick little, a little blurb of this. So, okay, so I had no gear outside of this guitar and this guitar about 3 months ago. This is used off Craigslist. This was a Sweetwater deal. Oh, excuse me. No, I have an acoustic. I almost forgot. I did not get rid of this. So these three guitars are 25 years old. The Craigslist buy, it's all fucked up. That's why I sold it. Bass guitar, Yamaha bass, new from a Tele from Craigslist, which sounds fucking amazing, by the way. I need glasses for this. The Schecter C1 Platinum, which is I love that guitar. And then as far as gear, I have an Arturia, so I play piano and sax as well. Again, haven't done any of that for over 2 decades. But I recently picked up an Arturia 49 Essentials, a Keylab Essentials keyboard synth. I have an Orange Dark Terror. One of these days I'll do a little short about, we'll see. I have an Orange Dark Terror down here that again, all this is new. This is new in the last few months, literally like a month before I started the channel. I got a Scarlett 18i 16 interface that I just recently got working. I got an RC600 loop station I'm still trying to get into the mix. I got an Orange Dark Terror, a little mini micro box. Again, these are all new things that I wasn't really familiar with, and like so many new things have come out. It's just awesome. I have a used off Craigslist PV Valve King 100 Mark II. It's a badass amp, but I think she might need a tube or two. I got a Boss Katana, brand new. And all this is running through some, I think it's called Iris PreSonus 10-inch sub, studio monitors up here. Again, all fresh. Running through a PV. It's kind of like a pseudo vintage 2x12C. It has two different kinds of speakers in it. This little guy down here is a 25-year-old DR880. This is from back in the day. This is my metronome for the most part. I have this little $89 bass cab I bought off Amazon during the pandemic, thinking I was going to try to get back into it. That really didn't happen. So that's kind of my gear. One of these days I'll be able to bring the cameraman. I have not a good setup. This is a construction laser stand that I have jerry-rigged my iPhone on. That'll be in the future as well. So that's my gear. That's kind of the story behind the gear. And I got a couple of pedals. I have some old pedals. They're all up here. They all burned out because they were stuck up in the attic for 10 years at 150 degrees. That'll do that. So then I got a Memory Man, a deluxe pedal with a pack rat pedal here that I haven't really played around too much with. Good pedal, awesome stuff. Got a video about that too. But that's kind of the deal with the gear and the amp. So thanks for asking. That's awesome. I fucking can't see, so I need to actually see. Get glasses again. All right, cool. And thank you all for hanging out and being with me along this journey. I really appreciate you guys. This is just fun. I love the interaction. It's just awesome. At Dooley9621, wow, mate, I was just looking at the Tele exactly the same as yours. It was a beauty. I nearly dropped the hammer on it and snapped it up, but a 95 dime bolt was put in my face instead, and that is sitting next to me right now. That's awesome. I gotta look that up. That sounds like a badass guitar. You keep it up, brother. You were doing a great job and sounding better every day, and don't fret the errors, man. We all make them. Yeah, it is what it is. At Dooley9621, thanks, mate. At day 44, cool. Thanks for the comment, brother. I appreciate you. Odin03, what brand strings broke on you? What are you commenting on? Day 28 of 3. Oh, that's that short. Oh, so, okay. I don't know, honestly, to tell you. So the Terminator had factory strings. It was not set up. I thought it was set up. I always get a kick out of this. So I'm going to leave this forever because it said 66 Schecter Guitar Research set up to play. Bullshit. It was not. I'm not going to dunk on any tech or anything, but I think it may have just kind of like down the old assembly line. But it had factory strings, and I was doing the setup on it that same day that I purchased it a few weeks ago. So I don't know what kind of strings that I put on it. These here that I have on it now are Ernie Balls. I think they're Power Slinkies. They're, albeit 22-year-old Power Slinkies, but they still sound good, and I'll burn through those, I'm sure. So they were factory springs. Whatever Schecter puts on their C1s to begin with, that's what those were. So, and so far, I'm pretty happy with the Ernie Balls. I mean, they are 22-year-old strings. There is that. So, but thank you for the comment, brother. I appreciate that. At Profes23, just ran across your channel and smashed the sub. And like, oh, thanks, brother. I'm 52. Oh, hold on, I gotta go read more. I'm 52, just a few years above me, brother. And started playing when I was a teenager and played for many years and did the band and recording thing. Yep, I did that too. And then got married and life happened and went straight to chaos for a long, long time. That struggle's real too. I'm just coming on the other side of a 54-month divorce battle myself. Someone asked yesterday if I was recently in a divorce. I'm like, yeah, does it show? For us dudes who have unfortunately had to go through that. I quit playing for about 20 years, and just a few months ago, I started back into, oh, nice. So yeah, I'm right there with you, and I look forward to the rest of your journey. Thanks, brother. That's awesome, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. You sound great, brother. I can't wait to watch your progress in the coming months. Hold on to those glory days and live them. Hell yes, I'm going to live that shit up. This movie's about half over. So I think I got to make sure that I'm hitting everyone's comments, because ultimately, I don't want to miss anyone's comments. Hold on. Because they pop up on this dashboard, and that's pretty much what I go off of. And I haven't really figured out if there's any other way to, what's this? Sort by newest. Yeah, so that's the newest ones from yesterday. All right, makes sense. All right, cool. So I think we've got all the comments. All right, so let's have a little bit of fun with Miss Jackson. Oh, and I guess a proper introduction would be probably nice. So Miss Jackson is my as I mentioned before, so the old camera's still working, my old ancient ass iPhone. Oh, shush, 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 shush. So Miss Jackson is this heavy, and I love heavy guitars. I'm a big dude. I'm a little over 6'3" and north of 200 pounds, so I love big guitars. They just, something fucking weighty feels good about them. Anywho, so Miss Jackson has the Floyd Wobbly system on it, which is I have a love-hate relationship with that thing. And it is probably, if you don't have a 7-string in your life, and I've said this in many other videos, you need one. Because I had no idea how cool they sounded, number one. I didn't realize how many bands that I liked in the past, I still like them, of course, Korn, a lot of other bands that play with 7-string guitars, a lot of heavy metal bands, or like your, my metal acumen is gonna just, people are gonna flame in the comments for not being a metal dude, but I am a metal dude. I have forgotten so many different bands and all the stuff that I could remember when I was in my teens and 20s and rattle off like they were statistics. I just can't do it anymore. The brain's not the same way. However, the sound is all I care about these days. If it sounds cool, we do it. So, never having played around with the Whammy Bar before, until last night for like 30 minutes when all the YouTube was uploading. We're gonna have some fun with Miss Jackson first, and then we'll play around. Then we'll play around with the Whammy Bar that I was kind of fiddling around with. So, but here is Miss Jackson. Welcome to Miss Jackson. I don't know. Whenever I hear this guitar, it still makes me like hearing Eddie Van Halen for the first time. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And for all of you guitar guys who are just generally enthused about things that sound good, when you hit a note or something that's just like gives you goosebumps, you know you're in the right direction. And this does that. So, not fiddling around. This is what I come up with, and it's super amateur, I know, but considering how last night was the first 30 minutes I ever played out with the Whammy Bar, it was just fun. I was like, I gotta have fun with it. Now I'm gonna look up some YouTube videos tomorrow because I'm actually on a bit of a vacation for the next couple of weeks, which is awesome. Today was my last day of work. Long day, you know, course in San Francisco, South San Francisco actually, two hours away. And this is my last day of work, so I got like 2 weeks before I have to really go back to work. I mean, I could work in between, but if I wanted to, but I have 2 weeks off. So we're gonna make this time and have some fun. I'm gonna go down the whammy hole, rabbit hole. If you guys got comments, if you got videos, or anyone who's just like, hey, check this dude out for Whammy Bar stuff or whatever stuff. So I have a little bit of some free time. So, anywho, check this out with regards to how did I? Oh yeah. How did I fuck with that last night? Well, oh yeah. Here, hold on. Nope, that's not the one. Hold on. It'll take me a little bit to get back to this because I fiddled with this a lot last night. That's about right. Okay, yeah. All right, this works. So, I'm laughing because it's not even amateur. It's like, oh, the toddler found a new round ball for the first time. But it's kind of cool though, nonetheless. So, I like slow, kind of like Deftonesy, ethereal. That's my own word, by the way. But check this out. If I can remember what I was fiddling with last night. Maybe it was in the middle. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Nope, down low. It's super amateur. However, this thing I officially like. Not the guitar, I mean, the whole little, I'm like a little more loving the Floyd wobbly system, a little bit more. So, I don't know, I think this thing, I'm sure all of you who have this and just shred and do all the amazing shit that I've seen people do, this thing sounds so cool. I had no idea that you could do this I had no idea that the Floyd Rose system, hence, this has been hanging here. I have not used it since I bought the guitar. I know, flame in the comments. However, this is amazing, by the way. Like, seriously, this is like some shit that I am going to go down the rabbit hole hardcore. because just this, and it's not timed, right? I'm out with the drum machine, I get it. But Jesus, like the fact that you can do this, that's cool, but who knew? That's fucking awesome. It's just so cool. And then you add this in. It's hella muddy, and there's a way I can fix that because it wasn't as muddy last night, and I'll fiddle with this more, and then I'll take a picture of those settings. Isn't that just cool shit? I don't know, I thought that was super, super cool. So, Whammy Wednesdays, you know, a little infant start, but got to start somewhere, right? Let me check the camera real quick. Pretty sure we're at 30 minutes, I'm sure. 20-some minutes, we're close enough. So yeah, that's the start of Whammy Wednesdays. I think we're just going to keep playing on Miss Jackson a little bit. And let's see what else sounds cool with the whammy bar, right? And you know, I want to play with the settings a little bit though. Let's go. What is that? What's the, I don't know what Bloom does. That's not bad. That's the one. It's all about like remembering the sound. That's wicked. That's pretty awesome. God, that's super cool. I had no idea a guitar could do that. Stay there with those 4 chords are fine. Do if I did this. Take a little bit of that out. That's a lot of this out. I don't necessarily like that. Yeah, it's a little muddy, but yeah, we'll somebody like, too much gain, you're sloppy. Yes, all the above. And I didn't practice this morning or at lunch, and so we gotta have fun today. That's all there's to it. Find something that sounds cool without B string. Finger pick and figure out a way to hit that with the bass. That B string is so overpowering. How can I fix that? Besides just being a better player. That's fun as shit. I know it's muddy and blurry. Oh man, that is so much fun. Just that droning. Oh, I hope the camera, at some point, that camera, that old iPhone's gonna clip out. I just know it. Anywho, that is day 53. I'm gonna keep playing after this because I got an hour for the YouTube to upload, but rock and roll. So, first rebranded Whammy Wednesdays in the book. 53 days out of 365 done. And I do believe. Peace. See you tomorrow.